Hi everyone and welcome back to the cooking channel. Today we're going to learn how to make wontons. We're going to learn how to make the filling, how to wrap them, and how to turn them into the most delicious soup. So come with me and I'll teach you how to make your new favorite. So this video is going to be done in a few parts. This part is specifically for the filling. We're going to use some ground pork. This is raw chopped up shrimp, ginger, toasted sesame oil, baby bok choy, green onions, wine, salt, and this is soy sauce. Now, if you don't have Chinese cooking wine, I have never had it in any recipe I've ever used. What I've found is a great substitute is actually Pinot Grigio wine. If you can look online, you can find a non-alcoholic substitute or just omit it. All right, so we can start putting everything together. I have my pork mince already in a bowl. This is finely chopped. There's still some chunks in there, and that's okay. We're going to put in our sesame oil, our ginger, while we throw everything everywhere, because I'm really good at that. Our bok choy, green onions, see? Great at it. Soy sauce, salt, and I like to give everything a good mix before I put the wine in. If you want, you can 100% get your hands in there. There we go. I washed my hands before I did this. The smell that's coming off of this is absolutely incredible. This is going to be a wet mix. You just want to make sure that everything is completely and fully incorporated. And once it's just about mixed, you're going to bring in your wine. If it is a little bit wet, don't worry, don't add all of your wine in. And again, it's a to taste thing. If you do not want the wine, if you want a non-alcoholic version of this, the alcohol in the wine will cook off. It's more for flavor. But don't feel that it's an absolutely necessary component. But as I said, Pinot Grigio, any brand, I've used several different brands of wine, and it all works out just fine in the wash. You know what? I am going to throw the rest of that in. Why not? Beautiful. And whenever this is all mixed and all incorporated, we're going to set this aside, and then we can pull out our wrappers and start wrapping. All right, so now that we have our mix, we have a nice dry cutting board. We're going to take our wonton wrappers. I normally take them out of the package and put them in alternating ways, and that way whenever my hands are a little bit wet from the water, I'm able to grab them a little bit more easily. Now again, with the cookie scoop, I love my cookie scoop. It's a lot faster, it keeps your hands less messy, and it gives almost the perfect amount of wonton filling. So you're going to put about a teaspoon of filling in your wonton, and in a triangle you're going to pinch down the sides and then come into your filling. So you're going to want to make sure it's all packed in the middle, and then you turn it around and pinch these together, and there's your wonton. And then keep going. If you find that you've used a little bit too much filling, use a little bit less next time. Might be a little bit better. There we go. Turn and pinch. And then you're going to want to set these aside onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. All right, everyone, now we are moving to the soup portion. So here we have some cooking wine. This is some sesame oil, soy sauce, ginger. Now, whenever I get ginger like this, and then I peel and cut it myself. So you only need a few small slabs. Some sugar, some chopped garlic, and our pre-made wontons. This I've made, I made these quite a while ago. They're frozen. This is what I love about wontons, is that you can freeze them and use them at any time. And then this is just regular kitchen stock. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna start with our pan, or our pot, sorry. Put in our chicken stock. And we're going to get this to warm. So it's heavily steaming. You don't want to bring it completely to a boil. I'll put in 1 ginger, all of my garlic. And then we're going to put in our sesame oil, our wine, soy sauce, and our sugar. We have a whole bunch of chopped green onions here that we're going to save just for the last. And whenever this is sitting on, we get that steamy point where it's not quite boiling, we're going to put in our wontons until they're tender. All right, it's been about 5 minutes and it's steaming, not quite simmering yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my wontons here, and I have about 5 per person, and I don't like to put them in by hand. So I'm just going to set them gently in with a strainer. And we just move these around gently for about, these are frozen. If they were fresh, they'd probably be done in about 3 minutes, but because it's frozen, it's probably going to take about 5 or 6 minutes, and then we'll plate it up. Perfect. And now that it's been brought to a simmer after 5 or 6 minutes, it is ready to plate up. So I'm just going to get in here. Whenever I'm serving this to my family, everybody normally gets 5 wontons each. Get a little bit of extra broth, a little bit of garlic in there. And then top with some fresh chopped green onions. And then I like to serve mine with rice rolls on the side, but follow me for another video and I'll teach you how to make those. Until then, guys, enjoy this. It is cold outside. It is gross. Warm yourself up with some homemade soup. All right, thanks. Thanks, guys. Stay healthy, stay safe.